All right, folks, 2012, as you may know, is the year of the bow. And we learned not too long ago that we have ourselves an actual archer in our midst. Mr. Drew Scanlon. Okay, you're wincing at actual archer.
Yeah, well, I mean, this isn't even my bow, but I have been shooting bows and arrows for, I guess, a little under a year.
But you're not going to call you say that you've been shooting bows and arrows, but you're not going to call yourself an archer.
No, I don't really know where the threshold is, but I know I'm not at it yet.
You can't just say like there's like a low level. Is there like a Cub Scouts version for archers?
Well, I mean, there are tournaments. I went to one and I did really bad.
So what you got to do is you go to one dressed as a lady, then no one expects you. Actually, you probably still wouldn't do.
No, it wouldn't help. I don't think.
So tell me a little bit about your gear.
All right, so I have this bow. This is a recurve bow.
Okay.
And I'm shooting bare bow, which means that there's no stabilizers and there's no sights either. Usually a sight would be around here.
I remember watching some of the archery during the Summer Olympics here in London this year, here in London, where where we're shooting from. This segment is specifically in London. As you can tell, beautiful London behind us, ladies and gentlemen. There was all sorts of like crazy nonsense all over the bows, to the point that it's like, that barely seems like you're shooting bows and arrows anymore. This seems like a for-real bow. It's there's some technology going here, some design, some perhaps alloys, but this seems like a bow.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to shoot like an actual archer. I mean, medieval guys didn't have recurves. Well, in China, I think they did. I think they came from China. I don't really know too much about this. But yeah.
You've also got a little bit of safety gear here. You've got the four-fingered glove, or the three-fingered glove, and a little wrist guard.
This is kind of required. Either you have gloves, or you have maybe you've seen a tab, or it's just a flap of leather that lays across your fingers. This string is real hard to pull, so you can get calluses and blisters on your fingers pretty easily. And then this over here, this is just a guard to prevent the string from whapping my arm, which happens a lot, and it's really painful. So
you say you've been a little bit under a year?
Yeah, I mean, probably the better metric is how many times I've shot, and that's probably around 20. I go out to Golden Gate Park, and it's a long way for me. I don't have a car, and the bus people frown on weapons.
So primarily you have been shooting in the hallway of your apartment.
Yeah. I have a long hallway in my apartment, and I bought an indoor bale and some carpeting to put behind it, so in case I miss, the carpeting can absorb it. So I've done that a little bit in my apartment too.
And now we have you wearing a GoPro camera here on your head. Hey, how's it going?
Good.
And we're going to watch you use your indoor archery skills here. We're going to use our indoor voices, and we're not going to tell HR that we're doing any of this. So, shh. Drew, are you ready to do a little archery here?
I'm ready.
Do you want to talk a little bit about some technique here before you get into it, or you just want to grip it and rip it?
I mean, I could, but I don't know.
Let's shoot some damn arrows.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, I'm going to get the fuck out of the way. This seems key. Actually, I'm going to try and stand a little bit behind Drew. Is this a safe zone, Drew?
Yeah, I mean, it could be anywhere behind me is fine.
Okay. There's no chance of like backfire on this.
I mean, small chance.
Oh, god damn it. All right. So how far would you say you are from the bale here? Like 20 feet, let's say? Yeah. So competition in minimum distance 18 meters. We're definitely not at minimum competition distance, so I expect to see some hot hits here. This is like playing Turok. Oh, yeah! That was awesome. The thing that you can't, that I'm not sure if it picks up, is just how much flex you get. It is terrifying back here. I don't know if the sound is coming through, but the noise that thing makes when it hits that bale. Let's give me some yellow here. Bullseye. That thing slaps. I don't even know. Bye. last arrow. Not too damn shabby, Drew Scanlon. Let's get a round of applause.
All right. I mean, kind of nervous about shooting in my work environment.
Why? I can't even imagine. It's not like, our boss is watching or anything.
Yeah, I'm shooting a little high. Tried to work it down. I'm a little afraid of hitting the acrylic pillar. Well, I'm just afraid of missing the target in general. So.
Is it more because you're afraid of hitting the other things, or is it because you might damage your arrows?
I don't want to ricochet.
Okay.
Because I don't know what these things would do if it hits concrete. So.
Can you tell us a little bit about the arrows?
Yeah, they're aluminum shafts, and then it's not like a broadhead or anything like you'd use to hunt. It's just like a little milled triangular tip for target practice.
So these are not designed for any sort of, this is not a killing arrow.
Not designed for killing.
Got it.
Yeah.
Still dangerous though.
Yeah.
You wanna take another go at this? You wanna do another round? You wanna do 6 more here?
Yeah, I can go grab them, and then you can fill time.
All right. I'm gonna stretch for a little bit here. I think one of my favorite things about this is that, for Drew to have this work in his apartment, I've seen some of the gear that he uses, and he's got this awesome kind of homemade, like it's PVC pipes and chains that he's using to keep this whole target rig together. And as he was saying when he was loading into my car yesterday, getting ready for this little exercise here, that when folks come to his apartment and see just chains and PVC pipe bits dangling in the hallway, they assume that he's into some really weird shit. And they'd be right, because he's shooting bows and arrows in his goddamn apartment hallway in San Francisco. So I think that's spot on. Although also I want to point out here the genius of using a traffic cone to hold the arrows in place. Yeah, that's a modern quiver. That's a 21st century man's quiver.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what Robin Hood would have used if he lived today.
Are you saying you're Robin Hood? Are you Robin Hood? Yeah, don't answer that. I don't want to know. It's better off that way. All right, so we're going to do another 6 here. Anything that you're going to adjust as far as, now that you're shooting in this environment, that you've done a full 6?
I'll try to force myself to shoot lower. Maybe I can get some more yellow.
Hit that color.
Hit
Hit that pillar. Just hit it. You know what? You haven't gone off target yet, and that's blown me away, so.
Just trying to stay loose and have fun.
We're going to stay loose and have fun. Then that is going to be our archery demonstration for the show. Why do we have an archery demonstration during the show? I don't have a good answer for that. All right, more first-person action here. Woo! A little low. I felt like your grouping was pretty good. Again, simply because you were hitting the bail on every shot. In the yellow. You can see as the bolts flying through the air, just the flexing of it as it moves. It's incredible. You don't think you'd be able to see that with the human eye, but slap. Here we go, number 5. Again, keeping some pretty decent grouping in the yellow. All right, closing it out. Arrow number 6. And after this, I want a huge round of applause for Drew Scanlon. Here we go, all for the glory. Oh my God, and he did it. Drew Scanlon, ladies and gentlemen, he did it. He won the gold. USA. Yeah, that's right. A good USA chant going from Boston. Eventually, that'll turn to a Sox chant. So let's cut that off. All right, well, I think that's going to do it for our archery segment. Drew Scanlon, thank you so much for taking some time out to shoot arrows down a fucking hallway here at the office.
Yeah, you bet.
All right, I'm going to throw it to someone else now. I don't even know who's on the other end of this, but take it away.